Hey everyone, and this video will be about lowest common multiples and highest common factors. So you're going to apply your knowledge and understanding of factors and multiples of whole numbers to find and identify lowest common multiples and highest common factors for a set of numbers. So remember to write your learning goal down. Here is a recap of the language and what a multiple and a factor is. So remember, multiple is when you multiply it by another number, and a factor is when you can divide it by another whole number with no remainders. So this skill here, we're looking at finding a lowest common multiple. So we're looking for numbers that can be when a number is multiplied by another number. So stating the lowest common multiple for 6 and 15. So I can take my pen here. I'm just going to do question number 1 underneath. So my first number is 6, and I'm just going to write out some multiples of 6. So let's start with 6. You'll notice that I didn't start with 0 this time, and that is because any number multiplied by 0 is like 0. So we don't need to use that because it is a common multiple, but you're going to get 0. Alright, so 6, 12, 18, 24, and 30. I always do that. I always forget the 30 and 36. So I'll leave that there for now. And then I'm going to take my multiples of 15. So 15, 30, 45, 60, and 75. I'm actually just going to come back over here because I want to show you something. So 36, 42, and 48, 54, and 60. Okay, so what we're looking for is a number that is common between both columns here, or both multiples. So in this case here, a common multiple is 30 and 60, and the 30 and the 60 appear here as well. So when we talk about the lowest common multiple, we're talking about the smallest number. So in this case, it's going to be this 30. So this is where we have our lowest common multiple for 6 and 15 is 30. Okay, I've written out already the first 5 multiples for 12 and 16, and that's just because I had to double check these 16s. And so what we're looking for is that lowest common multiple. So when we see the same number appearing in both columns. So I'm going to look through here, and I can see that there is 48 here and 48 here. So they are our lowest common multiple. Sorry. So the LCM for 12 and 16 is 48. Okay, so highest common factor. Now, this is when we are looking for the highest number both of these numbers can be divided by. So let's do number 1. And what I'm going to do is write out the factors of, factors of 6. We've got 1 and 6, 2 and 3. I should put a comma in between those. And then I'm going to do my, I'll do them underneath. Factors of 15. And that's going to be 1, 15, 5, 3. So then I start looking for a highest common factor. So I can see here that I have both a 3 and a 3. So that means, like, if I was looking for if I was having to divide both of these numbers, I'd know that both of them can be divided by 3. Okay, so change my pen color. HCF for 6 and 15 is 3. Okay, so here we have, I've just taken this question with the 12 and the 16. I've already written them out, so the factors of 12 and the factors of 16. Now, what we can start to see here is that you've got a couple of numbers that start to repeat. So 1 is both a common factor, 2 is both a common factor, and 4 is both a common factor. So we need to really highlight 1. So what we see though is 1, 2, and 4 are all common, but what we're looking for is the highest common factor. So that means that, our 4 is our highest common factor between 12 and 16. So writing that. And then that way we've identified that. So just making sure when we are looking for the highest, that we are looking for the number that only, there can be multiple common, shouldn't use the word multiple. There can be several common factors. However, we're looking for the highest one when we see the HCF, or highest common factor. Okay, so you've got some exercises in there. Just letting you know there is one, there might be a few of them. If you want to go straight into just finding the HCF, if you feel you're comfortable with identifying that and not having to do these kind of processes with the HCF and LCM, then by all means you can go straight into that. Alright guys, good luck with it all. See you in class.